Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the news from SABA Satellite Channel from America. Here are tonight's top stories.
Republican decrees issued on military appointments, health sector development and public services.
Member of Presidential Leadership Council Al-Arada reaffirms commitment to peace in meeting with UN Special Envoy.
Yemen participates in Arab League emergency meeting and reaffirms its support for Palestinian rights.
Welcome back. President of the Presidential Leadership Council, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces issued Presidential Decision number 40 of 2026, making key military appointments within the 1st Military Region. The decision appointed Brigadier General Fahd Salim Isa Salim Ba Mu'min as commander, promoting him to Major General. Brigadier General Amr Abdullah Muhammad bin Hutayan as Chief of Staff, and Brigadier General Muhammad Umar Awad Saleh Ali bin Ghanim as Operations Commander. A Republican decree was also issued appointing Mr. Jum'an Salim Ali Ba Ruba as Deputy for Wadi and Desert Affairs in Hadramaut.
Another Republican decree was issued establishing the Health Fund with the support of Saudi Arabia to enhance the health sector by financing public health facilities, responding to emergencies and improving healthcare governance. Additionally, Republican decree established the Heart and Vascular Diseases and Kidney Transplant Centers, aimed at providing advanced medical services to meet national healthcare needs. All decrees are effective from the date of issuance and will be published in the official gazette.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council, General Sultan Al-Arada, met with the UN Special Envoy Chairman Hans Grunberg to discuss the latest political, humanitarian and military developments, as well as ongoing UN efforts to promote peace. Al-Arada emphasized that the Houthi militia backed by Iran remains far from peace due to its ideological commitment to divine rights and the role of the jurist, the so-called Wilayat al-Faqih, and its continued reliance on violence to impose its sectarian agenda, hindering genuine peace efforts. He reiterated the Presidential Leadership Council support for a just and comprehensive peace based on agreed-upon local, regional and international references, including the Gulf Initiative and UN Security Council resolution, notably Resolution 2216. The meeting also highlighted the significant contributions of Saudi Arabia in supporting Yemen politically, humanitarily and developmentally, underscoring its critical role in backing legitimacy and peace efforts. In turn, the UN Special Envoy reiterated the UN's commitment to working closely with the Presidential Leadership Council and Yemeni government to achieve a lasting and comprehensive peace.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council and Governor of Hadramaut, Salim Al-Khambashi, met with UN Special Envoy to Yemen, Hans Grunberg. Al-Khambashi discussed recent developments in Hadramaut and Al-Mahra, highlighting the return of security and stability since January, successful military handovers and improvements in the temporary capital Aden and other liberated areas. He also praised Saudi Arabia's humanitarian and developmental interventions, which have supported stability and payment of civil servants' salaries. The conversation touched on the formation of the new government, improvements in basic services and ongoing efforts to unify military and security decisions under the Ministries of Defense and Interior. Al-Khambashi commended the UN Special Envoy's efforts to push for a comprehensive political solution and reiterated the Presidential Leadership Council's commitment to achieving lasting peace that meets the Yemeni people's aspirations. In response, the UN Special Envoy emphasized the need to intensify efforts for a Yemeni-led political process and address the country's political, economic and security challenges.
Member of the Presidential Leadership Council, Abdulrahman Al-Muharrami, met with the Minister of Legal Affairs, Ishraq Al-Maqtari, and Minister of State for Women's Affairs, Ahd Muhammad Jasus. In the meeting, Al-Muharrami congratulated the two ministers on earning the trust of the Presidential Leadership Council, wishing them success in their roles. He emphasized the importance of national unity and the pivotal role of women in state building and institutional reform. Al-Muharrami also highlighted the necessity of involving women in state institutions and decision-making positions, particularly in politics, diplomacy, and governance, emphasizing that women's participation is crucial for sustainable development and national recovery. Both ministers expressed their gratitude for Al-Muharrami's support and pledged to work diligently on human rights and women's empowerment, aiming to strengthen women's positions within the state structure.
Prime Minister Dr. Shaya Zindani affirmed that the new government is moving forward to reorganize Yemen's political and military landscape, unify national decision-making, and create clear institutional frameworks. Speaking via video conference at the Yemen Partners Group meeting, Dr. Zindani highlighted the significant transformations in Yemen since December, which have led to a more unified government with broad representation and stronger inclusion of women and youth. He stressed that the new government is focused on building a sustainable recovery, tackling major challenges, and achieving peace and stability for the Yemeni people. Zindani also outlined the government's integrated action program, emphasizing the adoption of an economic recovery plan, financial reforms, anti-corruption measures, and infrastructure projects. He praised the support from the Saudi-led coalition for its pivotal role in stabilizing Yemen's security and military situation. The Prime Minister reaffirmed Yemen's commitment to UN-led efforts for a comprehensive political settlement and expressed appreciation for international support from Saudi Arabia, the UK, the EU, and the World Bank.
Minister of Defense Lieutenant General Tahir Al-Awlaqi met with German Ambassador to Yemen Thomas Schneider and Deputy Head of Mission Sophia Herth-Teesberg to discuss ways to strengthen bilateral cooperation aimed at supporting Yemen's security and stability. Minister Al-Awlaqi praised Germany's ongoing support for Yemen. Minister Al-Uqayli highlighted the German ongoing support for Yemen, highlighting its role in supporting the country's unity and security. He emphasized the importance of ongoing coordination and mutual collaboration between Yemen and Germany to serve both nations' interests. In response, Ambassador Schneider reiterated Germany's unwavering support for Yemen's unity, sovereignty, and territorial integrity. He affirmed Germany's commitment to standing by Yemen's legitimate government, led by President Rashid Mohammed Al-Alimi, and supporting efforts for lasting peace and stability in Yemen.
Yemen participated in the 22nd meeting of the Executive Bureau of the Arab Media Ministers Council, held in Kuwait, led by Minister of Information Muammar Al-Iryani. In his speech, Minister Al-Iryani conveyed the greetings from President Dr. Rashid Al-Alimi, Chairman of the Presidential Leadership Council, and Prime Minister Dr. Shaya Zindani, wishing the participants success. Al-Iryani emphasized Yemen's support for all efforts to advance Arab cooperation, highlighting the importance of developing a professional and aware media discourse that safeguards societies from disinformation, promotes national values, and addresses the challenges of rapid digital transformation.
He also commended the efforts for the Arab Media Ministers Council's Technical Secretariat and related committees for advancing several Arab media strategies and reaffirmed Yemen's commitment to collaborative Arab action in countering threats to regional security. He concluded by expressing Yemen's deep appreciation to Kuwait for its warm hospitality and excellent organization for the 22nd Executive Bureau meeting and the 104th session of the Permanent Committee.
Minister of Health Dr. Qasim Bahaybeh met with the British Ambassador to Yemen, Abda Sharif, to discuss enhancing bilateral cooperation in the health sector and supporting health projects across various governorates. The two officials discussed expanding their partnership in primary healthcare capacity building and improving the quality of health services, particularly in light of ongoing humanitarian and economic challenges caused by the Houthi militias' war. Minister Bahaybeh highlighted the health sector's current situation and the ministry's plans for the year, stressing the importance of continued coordination to ensure optimal healthcare delivery to all Yemenis. He also emphasized building on the positive outcomes from last November's Health Dialogue Conference, which strengthened coordination between the ministry and international partners. The UK ambassador expressed her congratulations to Dr. Bahaibih on his reappointment, reaffirming the UK's commitment to supporting Yemen's health sector and improving healthcare services nationwide.
Yemen participated in an emergency meeting of the Arab League Council at the level of permanent representatives led by acting permanent representative of Yemen to the Arab League Ambassador Dr. Ali Musa. The meeting focused on addressing recent Israeli decisions aimed at expanding settlement activities and seizing more Palestinian land, violating international law and undermining the establishment of an independent Palestinian state. Participants condemned these actions as a blatant violation of international law and UN resolutions, particularly those from the Security Council that consider settlements illegal. The Arab League reiterated its firm rejection of unilateral Israeli measure and called on the international community, especially the Security Council, to hold Israel accountable for its occupation policies. The meeting also called for international protection for the Palestinian people and support for their resilience against land confiscations and forced displacement, reaffirming the centrality of the Palestinian issue for the Arab nation. Ambassador Dr. Ali Musa reiterated Yemen's unwavering support for Palestinian rights and the right to live in dignity and freedom on their land, stressing Yemen's commitment to their sovereignty and the establishment of their independent state.
This has been the news from SABA Satellite Channel. Stay tuned for updates and have a good time.